Hello, Pisces, and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, looking at your recent past, your current energy, and your immediate future, answering the question, what do you need to know right now in order to move forward in alignment with your higher self? As always, I've gone ahead and pulled the overall energy for the reading and clarified those messages. I have the tarot deck that we'll be jumping into already shuffled, as well as the decks that I'll be using in the extended. Any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. If you watch the love readings on my channel, these readings are going to be really good to couple with those. So in those love readings, I talk a lot about focusing on self and focusing on the healing. And in these readings, that's what I'm trying to bring forth. Now, that doesn't mean that these can directly just relate to love. So try to take these messages and apply it to other areas of your life as well. But on that note, these are general readings and they're not going to resonate fully for everyone. And so do take what resonates and helps your personal situation and leave what does not. All right, Pisces, in your recent past, you have empowerment with the 10 of Wands. Your recent past was very heavy, like burdensome is the word that comes to mind. And through this situation, whether or not you have fully realized it or not, which you could have, or you're still kind of getting there, the whole point of this situation was for you to take your power back, was for you to step fully into your power and to see what it is that you are deserving of. There's a little quote meme thing going around the internet that basically says, when you start realizing how deserving you are, the universe starts opening doors for you. And that's absolutely true. When you start realizing how powerful and how deserving you are, the path to the life that you're wanting to create starts to unfold. And I feel like that's what this is talking about in your current energy, because you have illumination with the Lover's card. The more that you start to see your worth and that you stop accepting anything that doesn't align with your worth, the more that the path to receiving the things that do align with your worth starts to illuminate, starts to become clear. And so I feel like you're kind of in that energy now. Maybe you went through something that felt like it took away your power, and you're doing what you can to step fully into your power, to step into realizing how powerful, deserving, and capable you really are. And the fact that when you start to realize those things, that miracles really do kind of start to happen in your life, because then in your immediate future, you have potential gateway with the Two of Pentacles. As you start to realize what you're deserving of, you start to only prioritize the things in your life that align with that. And the more that you do that, you start to open doorways. So this really has been a process for you. I feel like things were heavy and painful, and through the healing of that, you're realizing what your worth is. You're really realizing how powerful you are. And then through that, you're starting to open the doors for you in your future. But let's dive into what's going on here. Let's look at Pisces recent past, clarifying empowerment with the 10 of Wands. Recent past for Pisces, please. One more. This is for recent past for Pisces, please. Is that blocking? Is something blocking this now? Okay. Recent past for Pisces, clarifying empowerment with the 10 of Wands, please. Recent past for Pisces, please. Oof. Okay. 3 of Wands with the 6 of Wands in reverse. I feel like this recent past is feeling kind of like you got the rug ripped out from underneath you. Feeling like things kind of fell apart in a way. And what that did was really push you outside of your comfort zone. I feel like it pushed you into having to face a lot of fear, doubt, and insecurity. And I feel like because it pushed you out of your comfort zone, it then kind of got you stuck in a lack of hope. You know, when we go through painful situations, we can often start to internalize those as my happiness is behind me. You know, the good is behind me. And in reality, the good is always in front of you. The good is always what you're creating. The good is always, you know, you're not what you've been through and who you have been. You are who you choose to become in the life that you choose to create. And so you're very valid in feeling the way that you did here in your recent past, but I just feel like this situation, you know, sometimes we don't know how powerful we are until we're forced to, like how powerful and strong we are until we're forced to dig deep. right? Sometimes we don't really realize what we're capable of until we're put through it. And the universe kind of has a backwards way of teaching us that lesson. Sometimes it'll put us in situations that reflect at us, less than what we're deserving of, or reflect at us kind of our deeper fears and insecurities and traumas. And the point of that is not just to kick you while you're down. The point of that is to bring those to the surface so that you can work through them, so that so that they don't affect you as much anymore, so that they don't control you as much anymore. So definitely pushed very much out of your comfort zone in your recent past through some situation, but the point was empowerment. The universe was trying to teach you what you are truly capable of. All right, recent past for Pisces, please. Recent past for Pisces, please. Lots of disappointment. Emperor in reverse with the 5 of Cups, and then you have the 2 of Wands in reverse and the Chariot in reverse. Okay. Something wasn't working out, and you were trying to force it into working out. We've all been there. We've all done it, whether it be with a relationship or with a job, with a career, or with just a path in general. Sometimes we can feel like we attach so much of our potential happiness and peace to something that we start to believe that unless things go the way that we want them to, that we're not going to be happy or okay. And that led to a lot of disappointment, because I feel like you were hoping something changed, or hoping something became better, or eventually started to align more with what you were deserving of, and it just never did. And the ultimate truth about whatever this is that it didn't align with you, and you needed to see that so that you realized that you were accepting less than what it was that you do truly deserve, so that you could step fully into your power and know what it is that you're capable of, and move forward in alignment with that. Lots of frustration, though, and disappointment in your recent past, which is absolutely understandable. Recent past for Pisces, please. One more. Recent past for Pisces, please. Recent past for Pisces, please. You're showing up as the Queen of Wands. I want more on this. You have the Queen of Wands, the Temperance, and the 3 of Pentacles. You're showing up as the Queen of Wands. Very, very action-oriented, very determined. Whatever this was, you were like freaking determined to make it work. You were kind of willing to do whatever it took here. So you were trying, it's like, yeah, you were determined to make something work, so much so that I feel like you sacrificed your own needs emotionally and otherwise to try to make it work. And I feel like it didn't work, and that led to disappointment, because to you, you were like, man, I was willing to do anything, or I gave this my all, or yeah, like I was willing to do anything. That's kind of what I feel here. Because this is your energy. This is the energy that I'm in. So, interesting. Okay, let's get more. Let's shift gears here to your current energy, Pisces, clarifying illumination with the Lovers. Current energy for Pisces, clarifying illumination with the Lovers card. Current energy for Pisces. Two of Cups, Ace of Swords, and the Strength. There is either a need, or you're currently going through, or you have had recently, some sort of a breakthrough. a moment of clarity, like insight, like an aha moment. And that aha moment is about realizing that you're more deserving than what you've been trying to make happen or what you've been trying to create. Like, it's almost like you have this like moment of like, what the heck am I doing? Why am I investing in this? Why am I giving this my time and attention when it isn't investing in me? Why am I giving this my time and attention when it continues to show me over and over again that it's not deserving of my time and energy and attention? It's like this, yeah, it's like an aha moment. And that can just be, it's almost like if there's anything I've learned on this path, it's that you have to learn things twice. You learn it here, right? You learn I am more deserving of whatever it is. And then you're kind of faced with situations that turn that into a belief. And when it comes into a belief, it turns into a belief, you kind of have this moment of like, whoa, it's like it feels more real where you're like, yeah, I know I'm deserving, but then you're like, no, I'm more deserving. And it's almost like, I don't know, this aha moment I feel like is what opens doors for you. Current energy for Pisces. It's like you're realizing how powerful you really are here, Pisces. And I really like to see that for you. Illumination with the Lovers. Illumination with the Lovers. 8 of Swords and the 4 of Swords in reverse. For a while, you've been putting a lot of your energy into your limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs can be, I'm not deserving of more, I'm not capable of more. More doesn't exist for me, more isn't possible. This is all I deserve. It has to go this way or else I'm never going to be happy. And you got really burnt out on that. Your soul's burnt out from you investing in situations that align with your limiting beliefs. And it's time for you to step into your unlimited potential. And I feel like the more that you heal from whatever situation this is, and the more that it's almost like this aha moment, it can happen more than once. It can be like, oh, I'm deserving of more than that. Oh, I'm capable of more than that. Oh, I am powerful enough to create the life that I want. It's like you keep having, you'll keep having these realizations, and the more that you start to realize what it is that you're deserving of, the less you'll start to settle for things that doesn't align with that. So your soul's been pretty burnt out for a while. You've been pretty burnt out for a while by how things have been, but I feel like that's changing. I do, and I really like to see that because I feel like you guys have been kind of going through it for a while. Current energy for Pisces, please. Current energy for Pisces, please. Current energy for Pisces. I love this. 4 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. This one doesn't seem as relevant to the message, though. And I'll keep it as an underlying, but you have this 4 of Wands with the 7 of Pentacles. We're told when we're little, or often younger individuals are told that you can do anything you set your mind to. There's a will, there's a way. You're capable of anything. You can be anything you want to be, Then over time, that belief gets taken away from us, and our aspirations are expected to become more, quote unquote, practical. And then it becomes you can do anything you set your mind to as long as you continue to exist within society's limits, as long as you don't make people around you feel uncomfortable, as long as you stick to the status quo, or whatever the case is. And we forget our power because our power starts to get taken away from us over time by people that are essentially intimidated by it, by people who don't want to see us succeed. And that doesn't necessarily need to mean the people around you. It can be societies just limiting expectations or limiting beliefs of you and what's possible. It can be a lot of different things. This is about understanding in a very real way. You can do anything you put your mind to, Pisces. You are capable of creating the life of your dreams. And there is nothing that can get in the way of that except for you. Now, in addition to that, you have to be willing to do the work to make it happen. Now, that work doesn't have to be hard. You don't have to suffer. It doesn't have to be miserable. You can enjoy the work. You can enjoy the journey. But you have to be willing to do the work both within and without in order to make that happen. And so I feel like this is like, again, like you realizing how powerful you are. You realizing that if there is something that you want in this life, the relationship of your dreams, and I don't mean a specific person, I mean a relationship with someone who loves you unconditionally, that you love them unconditionally just as much, or the career of your dreams, or financial abundance, or financial freedom, or whatever the case is. If there's something that you want, you are capable of making it happen. You don't have to know how, you don't have to know when, you don't even have to know all of the steps to get there. You just have to know that it's possible. And when you start to realize that you're deserving and that you're capable, the universe will start to open doors for you. But those have to be the first steps that you have to take. That's why you have the Lovers with Illumination. As you start to realize your worth, the path will start to unfold. Immediate future for Pisces, clarifying potential gateway with the Two of Pentacles. Immediate future for Pisces, clarifying potential gateway with the Two of Pentacles, please. Immediate future for Pisces. Ooh. That one didn't feel like that was supposed to come out. It was just the Knight of Pentacles. If it was supposed to come out, it will again. Immediate future for Pisces, please. I'm pretty sure that was, oh no, that wasn't it. The Knight of Pentacles is here. Yeah, okay. I'm going to leave that on the back of the deck. You have the Two of Wands in reverse and the Three of Cups in reverse. The reason that things haven't worked out for you yet, is because you've been spending a lot of time investing in things that don't align with you. And that can be people, it can be paths as a whole, it can be anything. And when we invest in things that don't align with us, it's inevitable that those things are going to fall apart. So the point of a spiritual journey, a spiritual manifestation healing journey, is to get very real with yourself about what it is that you want and what it is that you deserve ultimately, and to heal and deconstruct all of the reasons and beliefs that you feel that you're not deserving or capable or it's possible, so that you can start to align with the people and situations in your life that do align with you, that are meant for you, so that you don't have to continue to experience that feeling of having to start over. It might feel like you've had to start over a lot, or maybe you're having to start over again and you don't understand why. And it might be difficult to understand in the moment, but when you get past, when you keep going, when you do rebuild, when you do restart, when you do learn to prioritize yourself and your alignment, you start to understand more and more why things in your past had to happen. And so I feel like this is kind of a twofold message. You're needing to understand that things fell apart for you in your past because they didn't align with you, which means that that has opened the door for you to choose and prioritize the things that do align with you. So it's kind of twofold there, and it's going to be up to you whether or not you invest in those things, right? There's always the option of repeating cycles. Immediate future for Pisces. Immediate future for Pisces, please. There's a need to go within and have a perspective shift. I feel like there's a part of you that's still really disappointed about how things have happened, how things have unfolded in your past, but there's a need to look at things differently. The reason that you're disappointed about how things have happened in your past is because you believe that your happiness is behind you. You believe that what fell apart was the only way that you were going to be happy, loved, successful, even just secure and okay. And that is never the case. What is meant for us will never, ever pass us. And we always have the opportunity to create the life of our dreams, always. In every moment, I don't care what your circumstances are. I don't care what you've been through. I'm not trying to downplay what you've been through, but no matter what you have been through, I do care about what you've been through. But I just mean in regard to this message, you are still capable of having and creating the life of your dreams. And the first thing that I hear all the time on my channel when I talk about that is, oh, well, I'm too old. It's easy when you're young, but I'm 60 now, I'm 70 now, 70 now, I'm 80 now. I've helped people of all ages, all around the world, learn to tap into their power and create the life of their dreams. It does not matter what your circumstances are. You have the power to create better ones for yourself, but it starts from within. It starts with the healing. It starts with the self-reflection. It starts with understanding what you're deserving of and getting very real with yourself on how you've invested in situations that didn't align with that. That's where it starts. And when you start with that inner work, the hermit here, you start to shift your perspective. And your perspective is everything. Your perspective is your reality. It is what creates your reality. And when you start understanding why things had to happen and you start stepping more into your power and your authenticity and choosing situations that align with you, you do start to create the life that you're deserving of. But you first have to understand why things have happened the way that they did so that you don't repeat those cycles and you can create better new ones for yourself. All right, immediate future for Pisces, please. Immediate future for Pisces, please. One more. Immediate future for Pisces, please. Two of Swords. That's that reminder. You have the power. You have the power, Pisces, but it's going to be your decision. If you want to create the life of your dreams, decide today. If you look at your life and you are unfulfilled in any area, decide today that you are going to make the change. You don't need to make the change today. You don't need to know how you're going to make the change. You don't need to know what you're going to do, but you need to commit to yourself right now in this moment that you are going to set the intention and commit to yourself and set the intention that you are going to do what it takes to receive the love and the life that you deserve. And that and part of that is going to be no longer accepting the bare minimum, knowing when to walk away, knowing when situations don't serve you anymore so that you can open the door for what does. And if you make that decision, if you can make that commitment to yourself and you stick to that commitment, you will open doors that you didn't even know was possible, that you didn't even know existed. I promise. All right, Pisces, this is what you need to know in order to move forward and align with your higher self. In the extended, it's going to be what do you need to do in order to align further with your higher self. So diving into the messages, there will be clarification and in addition, advice from both Spirit as well as myself and my experience with spiritual coaching, which technically is all messages from Spirit, right? So all the information for that is in the description box below. Thank you so much, Pisces, as always, for your support of my channel. I do hope that this reading helped and resonated with you in a way that you were needing today. And as always, I wish you nothing but love and healing on your journey moving forward. Bye, Pisces.